Oh, hello, everybody. It's Tuesday, February 20th, 2024. I worked today. Uh, got some good hours today. Worked hard. Got home, went to visit Garth, hung out for a little bit. We watched a video about the time traveler John Teeter, if you've heard of him. And came home, wrote a letter. I wrote a letter to friend Keith, sent him some ads that I made. And I decided, okay, I watched a movie yesterday. I'm gonna review it, but with a little context, I got this book. I've had this for a while, and I haven't read it all. Analog Nightmares. It's all about shot-on video movies. And I remember reading it and watching some of the movies. I only watched actually like two of them. I watched Feeders, and I started another one. I can't remember which one, and it was actually kind of depressing because I was really excited when I got this book, and it talked the writer, Richard Mogg. He really was excited. Like the way he wrote about how much he loved these movies, and I watched a couple and I was like, these are really not good. I know that there are some really good shot on video movies. Off the top of my head, all I can think of is Abominations, I think it's called. That one's really good. I really like that one. It's really sick and good gore and creatures, and it's like an Evil Dead kind of. Just the guy in a house being assaulted by horror. And that one's good. And I stopped reading this, and it's been years actually since whoa. I don't think this is where I stopped. Man, check out that Youngblood bookmark, man. So for some reason, I put on 1987 Splatter Farm from the Polonia brothers. Because I was just looking for, after like Savage Encounter, I don't know why I was seeking out these movies, but just because I've heard so much about Splatter Farm. And then lo and behold, it was on YouTube. And it's only like an hour and 9 minutes. And this book has an interview with the director, Mark Polonia. So I watched it, and on one hand, it's total garbage. But then on the other hand, as I was watching it, I was like, man, these guys, these two brothers, Mark and John Polonia, they put together this movie virtually with nothing. And even though it's shot on video, it looks terrible. It does feel like a movie. It felt more like a movie than Blood Frenzy. Man, now that it's been a week or so, I really didn't like Blood Frenzy. And other movies I just can't recall, but Splatter Farm. What else can you say? If you haven't seen it, or if you have seen it, it's like the basic bare bones of a story. It's these two brothers, Joseph and Alan. I think they go to visit their aunt because she lives on a farm by herself, or not a farm, just like a house in the countryside. And they go to visit her because they know she's lonely. I guess their parents sent them to go visit her. But right away, you see this guy like chopping into I don't know what, plastic bags or like clothes stuffed with meat or something. And he hacks right into the face. I will say that even though the gore is just, it's like maybe like, so the Wizard of Gore, like, and below level of effects. The way it's filmed with the video camera, it does give it a quality of just like decrepitness and sickness and just weird, like, it just makes everything look a little grosser, which really helps a lot. So they get to their aunt's, and they don't want to be there. And she introduces them to her helper, Jeremy, who's just this dude. I mean, you see him. I don't know who he killed, but he killed someone. He's killing people. And he's just a weirdo. And then also there's like, I can't remember which brother. They're twin brothers, so you could not tell them. You can't tell them apart. One of them makes a comment of how like the aunt likes him, and the actress. I don't know how they got this old lady to play this part. You kind of should see it for her line delivery. I tried to do her voice, but I can't do her voice. It's just like, you're gonna cause trouble if you go messing around there. Just her delivery is so bad and but weird, and just her mouth, the way her mouth moves and her words come out, it's kind of just disturbing a little bit. She's so wooden and stiff. And then she rubs one of their legs under the table, and I'm sure it wasn't her leg when they filmed it, because you just see the legs. I was like, ugh. And then Jeremy, it also reminds me of again, a little bit of violent shit. Yeah, kind of like violent shit. I want to say also Ogroff the Mad Mutilator, but now that I look back, Ogroff the Mad Mutilator is good, even though how cheap and horrible that movie is. There's something about Ogroff that has stuck with me, and now I've been comparing other, like, really these low budget movies to Ogroff. I guess that's why I watched it, because of Ogroff. I think I'm trying to find another Ogroff. I don't think Splatter Farm is it, but it's close. And then, yeah, because there's a part where Jeremy, he just finds a guy in the woods and starts chopping up branches, and he decapitates him, and then he uses the head, like, he has sex with the head. It's not graphic, but you see what he's doing, and I was like, oh, that's pretty messed up. And then he kills a pony. They don't show it. Like, you see the pony, and he swings a mallet at its head. And you see, like, watery blood spray on the wall or window of this old barn house. And then he's... Oh, Jesus, what else happens? Oh, yeah, there is some gross stuff. There's a part where one of the brothers vomits. Because he saw... Oh, yeah, he sees Jeremy cutting himself, and that made him vomit. And then they do a close-up on the vomit and a cat eating it. It just looked like vegetables, beef soup. But I don't know, this stuff's still gross. So yeah, there's really not much story to this. It's just them sitting around the house. One of the brothers goes for a walk. They go for walks. They don't even see. They just say, yeah, I went for a walk. The ants, I almost said grandma, the ants being weird. And she drugs one of the brothers and has sex with him. And again, you don't see her. You just see the blanket, and they're under the blanket and just like slamming up and down. I was like, she can't move that fast. But just the idea was pretty horrid. And then it just ends with Jeremy killing them. He kills, oh man, maybe you should see it. It is really, it got to one point, I was like, whoa, they're going there. And, it's not super graphic, but everything that's implied and what you see and what they show you, I was like, wow, I didn't think we were going to get this. Not that this is anything you'd want to see, but I was like, okay, they tried to go extreme back in 1987. And then the other twin, they blow his head off, and it's just a mannequin. It didn't even look like him, and they blow it up, but I was, oh, it's fine. And then I won't tell you the whole reason, but Jeremy kills their aunt, and he just grabs this, I don't know what it was. He grabbed something. It looked like tinfoil. I guess it's like a bomb stick of dynamite, but it has like a point at the end, and he shoves it in her crotch, and he lights it, and she explodes. I was like, wow. Oh yeah, and then earlier, halfway through the film, Jeremy and one of the brothers have a fight, and it's kind of choreographed. I mean, it's terrible, but I was like, they really tried. They tried to make something. It failed, but I could see that they have a passion about doing it. And then again, there's parts where Jeremy is dancing in the field, and those are weird. Oh, almost necromantic like. I don't know if you like necromantic or not. And the music throughout the movie, it's again, it's not good, but it has a certain atmosphere that adds to the viewing experience. And then, yeah, as I was watching it, and I was like, why am I watching this? And yeah, it's only an hour and 9 minutes. There's only 5 people that come out in this movie, and the credits are so slow that when it shows their names. Oh yeah, Mark, the Polonium brothers, and it says they both directed this one, but it seems like Mark just went on, and he's been making movies ever since. It seems like he's pumping out at least one movie a year ever. Even before this, he made like 2 movies before this. So that's really cool. And I looked on Tubi, and they have a ton of his movies. I kind of want to see the movie he made before. I mean, I will watch it, Hallucinations, and maybe like his up to his 90s stuff. But not all of his new stuff looks really bad. He did Amityville in Space, and that was pretty terrible. I reviewed it. I think I tried to like it. I would say Splatter Farm is better than that. Just because, yeah, they try to lay on the sickness and gore and just disgust, and they kind of achieved it. But yeah, I guess you can't compare this to, like, you know, Reanimator, or Return of the Living Dead, or like, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th. It's just different realm. But then, I mean, you should still be able to enjoy all movies on the same level, maybe. God. Also, should I watch it again? I remember when I got this, I think there's like a VHS. There was a website that had the VHS of it, and I'm glad I didn't buy it. And even, I think someone commented that the quality was better than someone else had uploaded, and I was like, oh, there's worse quality than this? Yeah, for shot on video movies, I always flirted with them. Like Cannibal Campout, I've seen. I think Lunch Meat is on video. It was filmed on with a video camera. But Splatter Farm, it's terrible. But I just out of curiosity, you might want to give it a watch. I'll give it a 2.5 Manos Hands of Fate, just because it really tried, and it made me interested in seeing more movies like this. There's got to be another Ogroff the Mad Mutilator or Abominations out there, and I'm gonna find it and watch it and talk about it. So let me know if you've seen Splatter Farm. I've been thinking about how I do reviews. I just need to get better. I asked a friend's advice, and he was telling me my videos are pretty bad, which I kind of knew. So I'm just trying to at least get my thoughts out there more coherently and in a linear fashion. But with Splatter Farm, I was like, this one's going to be hard. There's really not much to say about it, other than it's bad, but it's gory, it's cheap, it's terrible, but it has a heart, and it's about family. So that's all that matters. So till the next one, I'll see you.